talent every single time. Introducing the new BF Goodrich all-terrain KO3 tire. Legendary toughness made tougher. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Alexander Ford Lincoln, Yuma's 2025 Best New Vehicle Dealer and locally owned, is celebrating America's 250th along with Ford Motor Company. Take advantage of American value for American values. Employee pricing event where you pay what we pay. Shop a great selection of Ford and Lincoln vehicles Yuma loves, backed by service you can trust. Enjoy free mobile service, convenient pickup and delivery, and a warm, friendly atmosphere. Experience the difference with employee pricing at BillAlexanderFord.com or 801 East 32nd Street in Yuma.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here for your next Method Race Wheels Fishgistics update. It is 1 o'clock, and that means it is time to give you some more information on the Baja 500 that is going on down in Baja, California, Mexico. All right, we've had some more changes in some of the classes. There's actually a lot of passing going on. There's a lot of braking going on. There's a lot of issues going on so far. It's been kind of an exciting race, actually. So some of the races lately have seemed like they were so smooth, there wasn't much to talk about. But we do have a finisher in the bike class before we get started here. So the 1X is going to be your winner. The 3X is going to be second. If we go over and look at Score's official timing, we can go load the motos real quick and ignore the 269 up top there. Like I said, the Sportsman is going to throw this all off. So make sure you sort by class if you're looking at the score timing as far as the bikes go. So you can see the number 1X there is in with a official finish time of 9:48.09. Second place is going to be the 3X with a 9:56. So pretty close. I mean, for 500 miles, that's only 7-8 minutes there. Just under 8 minutes between the top two. So really good race for the pro motos between the 1X and the 3X. So there's your finishers there. Just if you guys aren't familiar with how this is working, the time finish is actually like right here, right where this Sportsman bike is. That's the time finish. You then have to go to the finish line in town, but it's just a parade. So if you look, they're going to come out onto the highway. They don't go the way they went earlier, which is over here by this car. They're going to come on the southern route here on the highway. It's literally Highway 3. And they're going to take the highway all the way back into town where the 1X is here. You can see they come all the way into town this way, and then they go over here where these Sportsman bikes or quads are that are finished, and then you parade in there. So once you get to that finish up top there, your time is done. Official time is done. The race is over. You do have to go to the finish, though, and you can get a speeding penalty. So make sure you tell your team do not speed between the official time finish and the ramp, because it is still a speed zone and the trackers are still on the car tracking your speed. Hence how we can see them going right here. So I think it's a 37. Depends on where you are there. But just remember that's a speed zone there. The Stella will still be yelling at you all the way back in, too. So you can just listen to the Stella and you'll be good. All right, let's go look at the front of this race for the four-wheel vehicles. We have a change in the number 7. Bryce Menzies is out. He did his job. He got the truck to his teammate, Andy McMillan. So Andy McMillan is in. Bryce Menzies and Orrin Anderson, his co-driver, are both out. Andy McMillan is in. Brady Thompson is in with Andy McMillan. They are going to go do the summits and bring that thing to the finish. So the number 7, first on the road. Behind them, we have Alan Ampudia, Justin Lofton, Luke McMillan. Luke McMillan is actually second on the road. His tracker just hasn't updated here. So like I said, keep in mind, look, it says 12 minutes ago was last update. It's not a good update. Luke is going to be just behind Bryce. He was only a little bit over a minute behind him. Now, here's where this gets interesting. Let's go look at the times. See the times right here? Look who's at the top. Alan Impudia is actually winning this race right now on corrected time. Alan Impudia is 1 minute and 12 seconds in front of the number 7 on corrected time. He is 2 minutes and 41 seconds in front of Luke McMillan on corrected time. So Luke McMillan has to make up 2 minutes and 41 seconds on Alan Impudia on corrected time between now and the finish if he's going to beat him. Bryce is going to, or Andy, I should say, is going to have to make up 1 minute and 12 seconds on Ampudia. So he is actually winning right now. That's why this whole thing comes down to corrected time. You got to pay attention to the corrected time. These time splits on this score site is the actual score official timing. So keep an eye on that. You can see in fourth is actually the legend entry. Gustavo Vidosla, Ricky Johnson. They are fourth overall right now. Fourth in the Trophy Truck Open class is Justin Lofton. And then fifth is going to be Adam Householder, who is sitting at sixth overall right now. Those are the only guys that are over to Valley T so far. So that is a look at your official timing. As we have shown you on the map here, the physical running order, but the timing order is much different than the physical running order. Keep that in mind. The number 1 is actually winning. His hasn't updated either. A bunch of these trackers are kind of sucking right now. They all kind of got stuck there, it seems like. So that's what's going on in that class. If we come over here, we can find the 40T. That is going to be your 2-wheel drive. Let's see, get some more room for you guys here. 2-wheel drive is going to be, first one is going to be the 40T. That is Chris Miller's truck with Kyle Jurgensen driving. No surprise there. Andrew Myers, the 69. He's having a good run in his very first race with his new Mason all-wheel drive. First time he's got a Mason all-wheel drive out there. Trey Gibbs, there's your spec truck leader. So look at this. We have our trophy truck 2-wheel drive leader right here. And then our spec truck leader is right there. So it is even between them. Now, this truck is actually a spec truck. This Chris Miller truck, the 40T that Jurgensen is driving, is the old Gone truck, the Geyser G6. It has a spec motor in it, which makes sense why they're running the same speed as Trey Gibbs right here, because they're literally both in spec trucks. Just one is entered in the 2-wheel drive trophy truck class. So that's what's going on there. Ryan Arciero is behind both of them. So Ryan did start in front of them. I believe he had at least one flat earlier. He did get passed, and he's just kind of hanging with these guys right now. So that's what's going on there. Class 1, right there's our leader. I was trying to find him for you. So Cody Reed. Cody Reed in the RPI all-wheel drive Alumacraft is going to be first on the road in Class 1. There he is right there. Kevin Thompson moving again. They had a belt. They lost the belt earlier. They were leading the race early on time. They had a belt, lost the belt, lost some time. They're moving again. David Payne with Larry Rossler driving. That is going to be your second place 61L. That is second place because we know the first one is up here. That is your lead Legend was up there. So second place in Legend is going to be the 61L. Cameron Steele, second place in the 2-wheel drive. So 2-wheel drive there, second place. That's Dave Mason Jr. that started in that truck. Mike Marsal, good to see this truck back out here. If you guys weren't following, this truck got wadded up 2 days before the race. Troy Grabowski went out to do a little bit of pre-run in it in the last section. They crashed the truck. They had to take the truck all the way apart, had to fix it. They took the body off their pre-runner. Luckily, all the Brenthal trucks are the same, so they were able to get parts from Brenthal brought down. They fixed the truck in Ensenada, and good to see them. They're having a really solid run so far today. Clay Lawrence, this is Josh Daniel driving this truck, the 85L. Also having a good run there in the Legend. Travis Pecoy there, and then the 19T. Okay, so remember last update, we were looking at Cameron and Pecoy, and they were neck and neck. So Cameron or Dave Mason was able to get around Pecoy and get in front of him. You got Tim Herbst and then Brent Fox. So that's kind of your lead pack. And then we got a little bit of a gap back to everybody else. So we will go through and look at some, let's see. Let's go show you guys some other classes. All right, what class do you guys want to hear? Start reading off some classes and we will look it up for you. Let's show you UTV Open because they're always fast and they're up front. Look at Brock. All Brock does is this. He just goes. He's got a big lead. This is basically a spec class. They're almost all Polaris factory Pro Rs. They all have, most of them have the high output engine. They all got the same shocks. They all got the same wheels and tires. They got a lot of the same stuff, and Brock just constantly is just out front there. So there's Brock doing what he does. He's first on the road, second on the road. It's actually really close. Here, look at, we got Joe Tarana and Katie McCachran now, neck and neck, and then Dallas Gonzalez. The last update, Dallas Gonzalez was right with Tarana, so it looks like Gonzalez lost a little bit of time, and Katie McCachran was able to gain a bit of time. So Caden's up there running right with Joe Tarana now. Now remember, Joe Tarana is driving with Rodrigo Ampudia. Rodrigo Ampudia is going to get in and going to do the second half. So there will be a driver change in the 1898. Everyone else is driving the whole way as far as the factory guys go with the SCI team. Caden's driving the whole thing. Brock's driving the whole thing. I don't know what Dallas is doing. He's there. Brandon Sims is driving the whole thing. So most of these other guys are driving the whole thing. There's Mitch Guthrie. Mitch Guthrie's first time back in Baja in a while. Ethan Groom up there as well. So looking pretty good. Sorry, I moved that out of your way for a minute. 1871, Wayne Matlock there. Sebastian Marquez behind him. So that is a look at the couple in the Pro Open UTV class. Let's go look for the forced induction. All right, forced induction. All right, who's leading? Is it Trey Sprinkle here? Yep, Trey Sprinkle still in first. Was last time too. Paul Munoz second. Alan Alexander third, and then Edgar Garcia is going to be fourth. So that is your Pro UTVs. Forced induction. Let's look at the stock class because this is one of the biggest classes out here. 26 entries. It was Francisco Beltran last time, but look, we got a new leader now. That is not Francisco Beltran anymore. Where is Beltran at? He's oh no, he's over here. Okay, so Francisco Beltran had an issue. Must have been right after our last update because he was in the front last time and didn't have a problem. Now he's at 0 miles an hour and way back. So bummer for him. Oscar Santana or Omar Santana here is going to be your leader in the pro stock class now. Andy Chavez second. We got Santiago third. Fourth, Antonio. Edward Andres. What happened to Craig Scanlon? Where did he go? He was up here. There he is. He lost a little bit of time too. So Craig Scanlon dropped back a little bit in that class. Yeah, that's Craig right there. Someone was just asking. 39-31 is right there. Craig Scanlon. I think that's Justin Morgan that was driving with Craig this race. So Justin Morgan has quite a bit of Pro R experience lately. He's been driving. He drove for the factory team a little bit last year. He's got his own Pro R. He's been racing in some District 38 or 37 or whatever those are. DP4. I don't know. So many series now. It's hard to keep track of all of them. All right, Class 10. Class 10. Let's see. Is this our leader? It looks like it. Matt Willert is our leader. Ted Baker is going to be second. Zach McLaren is going to be third. And then what do we got? William, Robert, so on. Leaders in Class 10. Class 1600. Yeah, we can look at Class 1600 for you. Here we go. We didn't look at them yet today. We got Ezra Everts is going to be first. So 1677 first. Daniel Goodrich is looking like second place right now. And then where's third? There's third. Back a little ways. Juan Fernandez is going to be in third. So there you go. That's a look at your 1600 cars. All right, what else? Is Mad Max back? Yes, he's right here. There's Max Gordon. They lost a rear drive shaft. They got it fixed. They were just in the pit. We saw him take some fuel, and he just turned on the crossover road. So Max Gordon is not out of the race. We know that Robbie's going to get in later. I think Robbie's getting in Valley T. So Robbie Gordon will be jumping in the number 5 at the end of the crossover road. So pretty much right over here where everyone else is pitting is where Robbie will be getting in. And then that's what's going on with that one. So what else do you guys want to see? What else? I'm looking at my list here. Trophy truck spec. We'd already talked about them, but we'll show you again real quick. Trey Gibbs first, Mike Marsal second, Travis Picoy third, Bryce Swaim is going to be fourth. Fifth is going to be Brent Fox. Then we have Stephen Beal, Dolly Lopez, Justin Davis. Who's behind him? I can't see. Someone else behind him. And then EJ Herbst. That's a look at your trophy truck spec. What else? Class 11. Let's go look at Class 11. And then our food. My food is getting here right now. So we are going to show you Class 11, and then we're going to take a lunch break, and we will be back. So Class 11. All right. Class 11 is right here. So the 45 mile an hour moving. That's good. That's all we want to see. Remember, Class 11, you just want to see them moving. So Class 11 moving. For Ralph, Christopher moving as well. And Eric all moving. So all 3 of those moving. That is awesome. Perfect. So 3 Class 11s entered, and they are all moving. So there you go. Hopefully that gets you guys updated right now. Kind of covered all the main classes, I think. Anybody else real quick? Throw it in the chat real quick if there's another class. You got about 1 minute, and then we're going to go get our sandwiches, and we're going to eat some food. We're going to have a little snackaroo. Let's see what else. Pro motos. We looked at them. Class 5, only one of them. I try to find the classes that there's more than one. Honestly, a lot of these other classes only have 1 car, so it's not super exciting to look at. The Pro UTV NA class has 3. We can show you those real quick. They're close together at least, so good race there. Ricardo Torres first. Lawrence Janeski second. Joel Bolton third. There you go. I showed you the bikes if you guys missed it. It's right here. Here you go. Let's see. I'll turn this off so you can see a little bit better. So if we go over to the moto, we had the first bike finished. You got to go and sort by class because the sportsman's kind of screwed up the timing here. They got mixed in. Here's Pro Moto right here. The 1X1, 3X is second, and those are the only two that have finished so far. So only those top two have finished so far. So that's a look at your moto there. All right. All right, cool. Well, it's lunchtime. We're gonna go grab our lunch. We're gonna eat a snack, but here, let's go back to the front real quick. Bryce Menzies out front. Andy McMillan is in the truck now. So number 7 is first. The 83 is actually second on the road. And then the 1 is going to be third on the road. So that is your leaders right there. Keep an eye. This is where it's going to get fun. This next section right here, I'm telling you, this is it's going to get gnarly. Going up the summit right now. Here, we'll just go look at here is our 3D map. All right, so check it out. This is what they're doing right now. They are going up the summit. You can see mountains back and forth. Look at this. This is going to be good. Gnarly. Go over to watchparty.cc, turn on some cameras, turn on Bryce's, watch them go up the summit. It's going to be fun. Come back here at 2 o'clock and we'll have your next update